The longer you point your camera at Loch Ness, the more chance you've got of seeing Nessie. Hello, good afternoon from Scotland. It is currently freezing. We are in winter time. It has been quite a while since I've done a vlog here in the Scottish Highlands. Currently charging the car in Aviemore. We're not stopping here, just a very quick stop, but we're going up north to a place that I've never been before, which is Nairn. Staying there tonight, and we're going to be there for the next 2 nights. And I thought, you know what, why not bring you guys along with me, do a bit of a video, have a bit of fun and show you some stuff over the next few days. Unfortunately, this time of year, midwinter, it gets dark very early. So you can see behind me, it's just about getting dark. The sun has already set, and I can tell you now, the time is 3:56 p.m. Very early to be getting dark, but that's what it is. I'm going to get back in the car because it's freezing. We're going to head up on the road a little bit further. I think it's about an hour's drive from here to Nairn. We are on our way, and I'll let you know, and I will show you the place we're staying when we get there. And I don't know if we'll do much tonight, get some dinner, but tomorrow we might go out for a bit of an adventure. So stay tuned. Alright, so after a 3.5 hour-ish drive from Edinburgh plus 45 minutes charge, we have arrived here in Nairn, and we've arrived at the Golf View Hotel, which is by the Creator Group. I don't know if you have watched my channel for a long time, but if you have, I've reviewed several of the Creator Group hotels, and they're always very good. They always use really good little touches in the room, like good quality soaps, which seems like a small thing, but it's always helpful. Anyway, we've just arrived in the room. It's super clean, and as always, I think this is a bit of a signature of Creator hotels. The Golf View in here has an enormous bed, which looks very comfy. I'll test out later on. Other nice touches here, including a nice little chocolate. They always have old school radios in the room as well. And this room just is generally very large, okay? Huge open living space. And then they've got a whole walk-in wardrobe here, which is awesome. I think Tech is going to fill those hangers pretty quickly later on once we get in and settled. We've just arrived, so haven't even managed to get our suitcases out. And then an enormous bathroom. Look at this. Big shower. And something I love, which you don't see that often in hotels, is a huge bathtub. So I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. Yeah, pretty amazing. It's just great to be here. I've never in my life been to Nairn before. I don't know what's here. We're going to explore the place over the next couple of days and show you what we see. Oh look, there's Tech in the mirror. She is here. Just appeared like a ghost. Tech has been reading about Nairn, done more research than I've had time to do. What did you find? You find a nice beach, town centre, castle. There's lots of whiskey distilleries here as well.
Yeah, there's also a fort. It's between here and Inverness.
It's about, I think it's about 20-minute drive from Inverness here. So yeah, looking forward to spending a couple of days here, and we will see how we go on. I'm going to take you guys along for the journey. But we need to go out now. We've arrived later than I thought we would. We've got dinner booked for 7 o'clock, which is in a few minutes' time, so we need to get going. No time to unpack our bags at the moment. We'll do that after. There is one thing in the bathroom that we've just noticed. This bathtub, which by the way is enormous and deep, I like that. There was a control there. I had no idea what the control is for, and then we looked up there Like, that's no ordinary mirror, that's a television. In the bathtub. Yeah. Going for dinner.
Starving. Let's go.
That duck is delicious. Good morning. Welcome to Nairn. It's the first sunlight that we have seen, first daylight that we've seen here in Nairn. We had a really good breakfast there this morning in that conservatory, and we're going to now take a walk down by the shore, which hopefully will lead us to the town centre so we can have a look around. I'm going to take some photos with my film camera and check the vibe in the town, in the town of Nairn. It is, as we say in Scotland, Baltic this morning. I think it's like -2 or something. My wee ears are freezing, but it's a nice sunny day, so that's good. There's a nice wee walk here. It goes all along the shorefront, right in front of the hotel, right across the beach. And hopefully, I'm not 100% sure, but I think will lead us to the marina and the town centre. So that's where we're heading. Don't know why, but I never expected to find this here. Interesting. Don't die. Alright, so we've had a really great stay here at the Golf View in Nairn. Really good if you're up in this area, I would recommend it. We've stayed with a few of the Crerar hotels now. We stayed at Isle of Mull, Glencoe, Balmoral. All of them are excellent. They always use really, really good fixtures and fittings in their rooms. So the Golf View here in Nairn, highly recommended. But generally speaking, any of the Crerar hotels that are dotted all around Scotland and further afield, I would definitely recommend checking out. They're good quality, good food, always good food, and very comfortable, spacious rooms. We've had a great time, but it's time to move on. I'm going to take you guys up now, because we're kind of halfway. Well, it's a bit of a triangle, but we're going to go up to Strontian, to where my mum and dad live on the west coast, to answer a question that I get all the time still to this day. like 5 years after we first showed the series of videos when my mum and dad first bought their place in the Highlands, which was basically a ruined shell at the time. They've been doing it up ever since, and a lot of people continue to ask me until this day, what's it like now? So I'm going to show you. We're going to go drive. It's going to take us, I think, 3 hours from here in Nairn to get, basically, we're on the east coast right now, the water out there. Is it the Moray Firth or this? Yeah, the Moray Firth. From here in the Moray Firth, which is just, you know, Inverness, from Inverness, where we are now at the coast, to Fort William and then Strontian, which is the west coast. We're going from North Sea to the Atlantic. It's going to take about 3 hours, roughly. So we need to get a move on. Let's go. And it's a beautiful day. It's a sunny day. Gloriously sunny, but freezing. Let's get going. Had to stop here along Loch Ness, right on the shores of Loch Ness. You're getting this crazy fog effect on the water where you've got this bank of fog moving across the water for one, but you've also got what looks like steam rising off the loch and coming upwards. Wow, that's kind of crazy. Do wonder, the longer you point your camera at Loch Ness, the more chance you've got of seeing Nessie. Haven't seen her yet, but if we stay here long enough and take enough photos, who knows? What a beautiful backdrop though with that fog. There's actually ice on the floor here as well. Check this out. See that? It's frozen. Well, it was frozen. It looks like it's been smashed up by cars, but it's all frozen. It was frozen. There's ice all over the place. We are almost there. Our destination. The Merkin, as you can see behind me, it's all frosty. The conditions here are amazing. Everything is so still. I think it's like -2 or something right now. It must have dropped to like -10 last night here. So we've come up here to my mum's for a couple of days after our trip to Nairn. I was going to give you a bit of an update on the house progress, but I've not really felt very inspired while here to do that. But what I will say is, the house is almost finished. Like, I can show you this room right now in front of me. This is one of the two main living rooms. The other one is through there. And as you can see, well, this place was a total wreck the last time it was on video. I mean, there wasn't even any walls. It was just big holes. And it's all been done up. It's all nice. My mum and dad and George have done a really good job of this place, fixing it all up, fixing all the roof. I think they're like 80% or maybe even 90% of the way finished. They're actually not going to do what they thought they were going to do in the beginning, which, you know, I don't know if you watched the videos way back then, and I said they might turn it into some kind of guest house situation. They're not going to do that anymore. When everyone's in here, there's not really like kind of extra rooms. So I don't think they're going to be doing that. There is the barn out the back, and maybe something could be done with that, but that would be a whole new project that would take years. It's literally taken 4 or 5 years to get to the point where this place, the main house, is ready. And I don't think they fancy doing another 4 or 5 years on the barn. So we'll see, but for now, the house is finished, basically. All the main things are done, all the bedrooms are done, all the bathrooms are done, the kitchen is done, and it's looking good. I want to show you outside because there are still a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of things needing done outside, basically in the garden. Removal of old stumps, stuff like that. Landscaping, drainage. There's a whole list of stuff that needs to be done in the garden, and that I think is what they'll move on to next. But I think they'll wait to do most of it in the summer when it gets a little bit nicer, because it is just too damp at this time of year to do lots of outdoor stuff. I'll show you that in a sec. So this is one of the main living rooms here. It's all done. It's got a new fireplace in. All the walls and roofs and lights and all that have been done as well. It's looking good. through here. I think this might be the only space here which has not changed since the last time I was here filming, or since the beginning actually, which is conservatory. It's not really changed at all, apart from the furniture inside. And as you can see, it is just damp and horrible out there. Anyway, all of this though, all of this, the roof and the wall, when we came here, I mean, it was basically just holes everywhere and not waterproof, and it's all been done. Down that way is one of the master bedrooms. This is an example of a bathroom. All done up. New shower. And kitchen, another cat. One of the many cats here. You can see this is all new, all been done. Obviously the roof and the walls needed done. Cabinets, all that stuff. There's a cooker under there. Ovens.
Yeah.
Fridge freezer in there. And then a utility room here with the washers. And the plan is to winch this massive stump up the hill. Up there. Let's put it on the bonfire. Isn't this pallet going to dig into the ground? Oh, it's moving now. Now it's moving. It's tight anyway. It's tightened up. George plans to roll this thing up like the Egyptians did. Like the Egyptians moved the pyramids. Block by block. Silly idea? What do you think? Think it's a silly idea, dog? The pallet's digging into the ground like I thought it would. I might go now. It's definitely moving. Given up and resorted to hand pulling.